Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We have a team coming into this game in hope of joining the ranks of the select few teams that have finished the regular season undefeated. Let's see if they can keep that dream alive with the win here in this one. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The headshots here of the offensive unit, and what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Incomplete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Ready, we're waiting.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Levante David in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
Winston now from the 50. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Ingram fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keith Marshall, 52 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. And an important stop in a tight game there last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And his throw is incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. Ten yards to go on third. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. On third down, Winston. And he finds Stills, complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Jameis now on first down. Evans has it left side. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down and 4. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block it.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. Gordon, it's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Flushed out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Jameis to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Play fake. Winston rolling to his right. He's got Evans. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They send Stills in motion. Winston now to throw on first down. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On second down, here's Breeze. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now Breeze on third down. He's got time. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keith Marshall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Aguayo on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling because now
and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keith Marshall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The point after now for Aguayo. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And the back goes into motion. Jameis now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already throwing one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
A second down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Halfback sent in motion. On third down, Winston. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Winston now to throw on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Second down following the incompletion.
3 down. Hey, check. Ready. 3 down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Watch left. Stop right there.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start. Offense.
All day, every day, any day. Watch left.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Breeze to throw again. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from the pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, Winston again. This complete to Josh Huff. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Huff. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long.
Check three. Ready.
Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
On third down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And a right side completion here by LaFell. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This is taken at the 10. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down.
Ready? White 25. 25 to the right. White 50, white 50. Thick guard. Check thick guard. White 50, white 50. Shoot.
Third and short yardage. Winston eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
This will be caught at about the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Hey, ready, blue ready. Easy. Check 49, check 49.
3rd and goal. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So this is the 2nd consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Spence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch right, watch right.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down. It's back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And tough starting field position here. Another pistol look here. Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And quite the turnaround here. These numbers tell the story game to game. And what did he tell us before the game?
Well, he told us that he was going to be on point today. That last week was gone, wasn't too worried about it. I was also judging his demeanor a little bit, too. It's one thing to say it, but he certainly looked like he was locked in and ready to go for this one. What'd you think?
Absolutely. Had a face of stone. He said he was going to be ready, and that has proved to be the case. And the back goes into motion. The play clock's running down. Jameis to throw it. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keith Marshall, 63 yards. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Breeze to throw on second down. And Cooks has it over the middle. 23 yards on the play. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Another pistol look here. On first down, Breeze trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. And it's a fumble. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A second down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down. Breeze will try again on second down. Left side and caught by Flainer. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Breeze now on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Now Breeze on third down. It's caught left side by Cooks. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll look to run with Ingram into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down at the 28. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll give it here to his running back. A strong running. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Check. Easy. Ready. Easy.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second down now after the pass completion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now Breeze surveying the field. Now a well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play for the Saints on third down. 56 yards. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Breeze now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd been to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding time. And this is going to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, That just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Winston here to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Winston on set. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
To throw, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, here we go. Ready?
1st down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Let's go now. 525. 555. 555. Easy. Hey,
Halfback sent in motion.
Go now.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And Stills over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Well, Charles, it's 1.
it.